Hi, this is Islamic Dad here. I'm going to do a video on mirroring, but I'm actually going to do it from the other side, so to speak. I know that very often when people talk about, how to deal with a narcissist, especially one where you're in, some type of a relationship, either romantic or otherwise, where simply getting up and leaving is not an option. That very often in those cases, it's recommended for people to gray rock. Basically, take all, opinion, emotion, any type of, discussion out of the interaction and just say, this is what I need. This is when I need it by. The end. And just do not react to anything that they say, because the narcissist will try to bait you. Another tool that I wanted to throw out there, and this is one that my my dearly departed very favorite therapist had taught me a few years ago, was actually mirroring. And what it was in the context of, while I was still in the relationship with the covert narcissist, in the later, half of that relationship, the last 2 years, it was crazy. What I refer to as just the roller coaster. I mean, it was a complete roller coaster phase, and a lot of fog and confusion on my part. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand why the relationship was that way, or why my girlfriend was this way. And it was just absolutely confusing, because it was just the typical roller coaster phase of the discard or reverse discard, where we'd have a really great weekend, basically like, the love bombing. And I would think, oh my God, this is great. We're back where we should be. We're back, where we were like a year and a half ago. We're back on track. The relationship's good. Everything's going good. And then, like, the next day, just radio silence. And it was incredibly confusing. And that would last for, 5, 6, 7 days. And then, they'd come back and say, hey, let's go to this restaurant and stuff, and just be, very demonstrative and loving, and want to go do stuff and be engaging. And then, rinse, repeat. And it was super confusing to me, because I never knew how to respond. And I spoke with my therapist about this, and she said to mirror. And basically that, the idea being is that if you are in a relationship or simply interacting with someone, that if you mirror how they're acting to you and how they're treating you, that one, you're kind of letting them define the dynamics or the relationship, and two, they really have no damn right to complain, because you're just responding to how they are setting the tone of the relationship, whatever that may be. And so I tried it, and it was very helpful for me, because I literally was so confused for so much of the time, because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. It's like, okay, am I supposed to like message my girlfriend all these like lovey-dovey messages and heart emojis and kissing bear gifs and stuff like that, because that's what we used to do? Or should I just not say anything because she's not saying anything? And then, or should I bring up the subject and say, hey, you're being, really distant, and yesterday you were very affectionate. I'm confused. What's going on? And so it helped me because it just gave me a guide so that at any point within the roller coaster, I could just respond in kind. And when she was in the love bombing phase, I could mirror that and just respond back with lots of heart emojis and kissing bear gifs and funny memes and stuff like that. And then when she would stop doing that and step back, I would step back. And so if it was very drastic and the next day she sent 2 messages during the entire day and never said I love you until 10 o'clock at night, I would do the same. I would just I would just respond to the few messages she sent, and then when she said I love you at 10 o'clock at night, which is very unusual previous to that part of the relationship, then I would respond in kind and say, oh, I love you too, good night. And so I did that, and it was very odd because it did work, but it got to a point where she was actually the one that would come to me and say, hey, why are you being so distant? Why are you being so quiet and not texting me? And I would simply say, I'm giving you the space that you're giving me, or giving you the space that you've stepped back, and I am responding in kind to your messages. And so I said, if you just send me one message for the whole day and you don't say I love you until 10 o'clock at night, I just assume you're busy with work or whatever, and I do the same. And that made her mad. It was kind of funny. It made her mad, and she was, just like, don't do that. And I put my foot down and I said, no, if you want us to chat more, or to text each other more, you need to text me and I'll respond. And you can text me more and I'll text you more. And if you text me more affectionate messages, I will text you back more affectionate messages. And if you want me to say, I love you more often during the day, then you say, I love you to me more often during the day. I mean, same thing with inviting out for dates and stuff like that. And again, she did not like that at all. And I just kept my foot down and just said, look, I'm literally doing exactly what you're doing. I'm literally mirroring your behavior, one for one. And so you really don't have any right to get mad at me. And it's a very easy fix. I mean, if you want to, have me, be closer or feel closer to me and stuff, you just have to move. If you take one step closer to me, I will take one step closer to you. It's a very easy fix. And she didn't like that at all. And which again, like a normal person would just nod their head and be like, okay, I understand this. They may not like it, but they'll understand it and they'll say, okay, I get it. But I think for now in retrospect, I think it was just because she realized that she couldn't manipulate me the way she might have in the past because of that. As long as I was like matching one for one kind of her behavior and her interactions, she couldn't just sit back and get supply. Like the manipulation aspect had been just removed from our interactions in that respect. And I mean, apparently narcissists don't like that when you remove one of their tools or level the playing field. So where I'm going with this is that I actually think that mirroring is a good tool to use when dealing with narcissists. And if you have a situation where someone's a narcissist, but things have not gotten so bad that you need to gray rock, if it's somewhere in between there, I would throw out mirroring, and I would have you consider mirroring as a way to interact with a narcissist without overextending yourself or giving too much energy or supply to them, but at the same time not needing to gray rock, not needing to get to that point where you kind of put up the wall and just dead your emotions and dead your interactions with them. I think it's a good middle ground, but again, there are going to be times when, for your own mental, emotional, or physical safety, you need to gray rock, and there are times when that is definitely the best choice to make. So, just wanted to do this, quick video on mirroring. So hopefully it's been useful. Thanks.